Hey beautiful people, welcome to Virgo September Romance Guidance.
Hey beautiful people, it's your girl Shakima in the building, just stopping in to do this month's romance reading for you guys for the month of September. I hope everybody has been having an awesome Saturn retrograde. I know that seems like I'm throwing shade, but I'm actually being so upfront and so honest. I think that this one has really sort of like put the groundwork into perspective in terms of foundation. So I hope that everybody's been enjoying, I guess some of the shakeups that's going to be for your long-term successes as far as romance. Definitely be sure to comment down below and let me know how you guys have been getting on. And yeah, so we're going to go and get straight into it. I'm going to be utilizing the tarot past, present, and future trajectory. The present circumstances will give us some insight to see what the energies are like for us in the month of September, what we may need to be working on, what the challenge potentially is. Okay, I'm also then going to pull a romance card for my taken Virgos, my single Virgos, and my Virgos that are in situationships, because we all need loving too. And even if it's complicated, sometimes we just need to give a special person our undivided attention. So it is what it is. So this is going to be a reading for my Sun, Moon, and Virgo rising. I'm a Virgo rising, so this is relevant to myself. And it's going to be interesting for us because we've just had the Virgo new moon. So the energies of this particular month is going to be very much an impact on our particular space of creating romantically. What I do also want to advise you guys, these are general readings, so if it does not resonate, let it dissipate. If you do sort of find the information to be useful, give me a thumbs up. Definitely be sure to subscribe, hit the notification bell, that way you can be kept in the know for every time I do these awesome videos for you guys, and we'll be able to grow the community, guys. Okay, I am sort of getting into the groove of getting all of my content over from my Instagram channel on here as well, so you guys will be able to access the daily oracle guidance as well. So let me know how you guys are liking the flavor of that information. It's a little different because I do sort of do an outline of the moon transits and the different organs they impact, so be sure to look out for that. You can check out my channel if it's not a recommended video. Okay, we're gonna go and get straight into it, guys. If you guys would like to access the extended version of this reading, where I'll be able to look at the energies that you'll be dealing with depending on the sign of the person, the sun sign of the person that you're dealing with, then you can do so via my Patreon channel. A link to that will be in the description box below. If you guys would like to book a personal session with me, again, link to the info will be in the description box below, guys. If you like my candle, info is in the description box below. I make these bad boys as well. Okay, so we're gonna just go and get straight into it so that we can get as much with the time that we've got as possible, guys. Your girl can talk, so let's just try and get this done for you guys. What is the divine guidance for my Virgos for the month of September in terms of romance, spirit? What do we need to know for romance? So this is letting me know, we've got the High Priestess in the past. So definitely higher powers have been working in terms of our past situations. Our intuition has been working with our logical processing, because sometimes we get a little bit guarded with feelings or lack thereof. We start to block our feelings in terms of relationships because of our logical mind sort of fearing that it's going to get hurt again. So now we're sort of being a little bit more rational. Spirit's been guiding and leading the way for us in our romance coming into this month. It does seem as though we're going to be going through a transformation, Six of Swords. So we're definitely going to be sort of moving into greener pastures, if you will. The romance, it seems like we've left anything that is not really serving who we are becoming romantically. What I mean by that is basically some boundaries that we didn't necessarily have in place. We're moving away from that, and again, this has a lot to do with the Saturn retrograde. So that's why I started the video asking you guys as well, guys, how has the space been for you guys? How has it been impacting you guys? But I guess we can see it's actually been impacting you in a positive way, I want to say, because we're definitely going through a transition regardless. And it seems as though the transition that you're going through is to be able to move away from being burnt out. You know, you've learned how to set effective boundaries in place for yourself. You're not being so passive to the point where you're angry, frustrated, and resentful beneath all of that passive energy. And it seems as though you're actually moving into a place of contemplation with yourself in terms of how you want to do relationships, how you're impacting your space when it comes to you creating the relationship that you desire. Okay, let's go ahead and see what is to come, guys. What is the divine guidance for my Virgo babies? So it seems like there's a lot of anxiety. I want to say that some of us have been very overwhelmed. Some of us may still be very overwhelmed with the changes that are going on at the minute, because it feels like there's a lack of direction. It feels like there's a lack of focus. It feels like, you know, again, because the Saturn retrograde is still in motion, the Saturn retrograde sort of does go direct mid-month. I think it's between the 16th to the 18th of September, and we then have a couple of weeks of post-shadow energy. So we're really not going to be done with the Saturn retrograde energy until the end of the month, where we'll be able to go into October with a fresh perspective completely. So just bear that in mind if any of you guys are dealing with like severe anxiety. But I can see that it is a case of you guys also actually completing a cycle. So this, for a lot of you guys, means that, you know, anything that you've learned during the process of this retrograde period, it's not something that you're going to have to relive for the next cycle of itself. If anything, you're probably going to have to go deeper on some of the boundaries that you've set in place effectively for yourself. Okay, let's have a little look. What is the divine guidance, Spirit, for my Virgo babies in love for the month of September? Past, present, and future trajectory. What do we need to know, Spirit? Okay, guys, we do have past, present, and future trajectory. Let's get into it. Oh, this is lovely, guys. So in the past, we've got the Six of Cups. At the bottom of the deck, we've also got the Magician. So this is letting me know we're being a lot more effective, a lot more resourceful. We're definitely utilizing our resources, guys, in terms of, you know, making things happen in the romantic aspect of our relationships. It does mean, from what I can see, I can tell that we've kind of reunited with someone from the past. So this may not necessarily be a new love that's coming in. It's an old love that's shown up, and that person, if it is a new love for some of you guys, I want to say this to you guys, because obviously I'm going to be pulling the spread for my singles as well. But if it is a new love, this person does make you feel sort of your childlike nature. They sort of bring you back to moments where you felt your most, I don't want to use the word innocent, but you know what it's like when you're a child. Just that nostalgic feeling of euphoria where it seems like shit just can't bother you. You know, as a child, you don't really have like your whole adult circumstances to consider. Life isn't as complicated. So it seems fresh for those of you that are starting out with someone new. For those of you that have rekindled an old romance from the past, it does seem as though they're coming in with genuine offers. It seems as though they've learned their lesson, I guess, in terms of not necessarily having you in their life for whatever significant period of time that you guys have been apart. And it does seem as though they're coming back in, making offers of doing better. And it seems like you're a little bit open as well, from what I can see. It seems like you're open to letting them prove themselves, at least, you know, letting them show you how much they want you. So that's interesting. I can see that there's been a lot of tension in the past. There's been a lot of conflict, a lot of arguments for those of you guys that's dealing with someone from the past. But it does show that you're not necessarily in a place of wanting to continue to perpetuate that cycle anymore. And I guess they aren't in that place either. And you are seeming a little bit more optimistic and contemplating, you know, can I actually sort of do this with this person? Is it going to be any better moving forward? Is this person going to be able to fulfill all of my desires, not just on a physical level but also on a spiritual level as well? Have I outgrown this person? Those are some of the factors that you're going to be taking into consideration. What I can also see as well, guys, is that presently the present circumstances that we're dealing with is the moon in reverse, which is awesome. It's not in its upright position, which means that we're past the point of feeling anxious about the situation in the present circumstances. We are not necessarily, you know, wanting to feed the situation from a negative outlook. We are not in a place of again, like I said, we're no longer separated from the person that we're romantically connected to or with. And it seems as though now we're a little bit more optimistic. We're sort of past all the anxiety or the fear. We're actually ready and willing to bask in the happiness, ready and willing to, I guess, allow for the blessings that is already present. We're just ready to actually receive it, it seems as though. You know, we're not necessarily sort of looking at the negatives of the situation. We're more sort of focusing on the positives and seeing how we can better assist the situation and moving forward. And in the future trajectory, we've got the Ace of Cups, which means that Spirit is going to be blessing us in abundance, guys. Okay, so romantically speaking, it means that moving forward, once you guys sort of, you know, rekindle this space, it does show that you guys are going to be able to really enjoy something special. There's a lot of genuine unconditional love and compassion moving forward. You get a newfound perspective and understanding of each other's circumstances, and it does seem as though you guys are a lot more effective at working together as a team, you know, and that's, I guess, the very best outcome that one could ever potentially ask for. Let's go ahead and have a little look and see what's to come for you guys in the romance field separately. You know, we're going to deal with committed Virgos, so Virgos in relationships, single Virgos, and my Virgos in situationships. Okay, what is the divine guidance, Spirit, for my Virgo babies for the month of September? Okay, so, you know, you guys are recommitting to each other. The love life in itself is sort of ascending to a new level, and what you're about to receive is worth waiting for. Right now, you're having to be patient because you can see the potential of the person that you're with, but they aren't necessarily living in all of what you can see. But you can see that they're actually doing the work. They're trying to sort of address some of their own issues, and Spirit's saying that it is worth waiting for because this is a soulmate connection. This is somebody that is going to take you into the deeper layers of yourself so that you can gain a deeper understanding of yourself, a better sort of perspective of some of the baggages that you may bring to romantic relationships as well, and just somebody that's going to accept you as you are, you know. Let's go and get straight into it, guys. What is the divine guidance for my Virgos? I wasn't finished, Spirit. What is the divine guidance for my Virgos in relationships? Okay. Thank you. Right. New love. Okay. A new person has stirred your romantic feelings. So you guys, like I said, for those of you guys that are in relationships, you've gone through a separation and you are at a place where you're either rekindling the old relationship or there's somebody else from your past that's come in and they are making you feel all those good feelings. Okay, so for those of you guys that are in the relationship working with your partner, it seems as though you guys will get an opportunity to really be able to, I guess, be adorned by your person. It seems like they're really doting over you and really trying to show you how much they're committed to you, how much they desire you, how much you're pretty much their entire world. This is somebody that you've been working on a relationship with for a significant period of time. And it also feels as though this is somebody that's had your heart for a significant period of time as well. So as much as you've tried to fight the, I guess, connection, they just keep coming back. They just keep showing up. And at this point, you're just ready and willing to let them show you how much they want you. And you're ready and willing to be open, I guess. What I would say, looking at the situation, is to just stay optimistic about the process. You know, set your healthy boundaries in place, ask for what you need, vocalize what you need, and let them show you that they can actually live up to your expectations. And before you actually just start going off, before they've actually sort of shown you what they're made of, just give them the time to be able to actually show you that they're able to meet those expectations before you just go off on one. Okay, let's have a little look. What is the divine guidance for my what I want to say as well, some of you guys may be, again, dealing with somebody new that's coming in, but they're from the past, since you've gone on a separation with your old person. and it's actually given you an opportunity to rekindle the spark with this particular person as well. And they are all of the above, as I've said. They're just as interested, they're just as willing, they're just as open to actually just showing you how much they have missed you, and they want to be able to sort of make romantic gestures, I guess. Okay, don't block your blessings, guys. What is the divine guidance for my Virgo singles for the month of September, Spirit? As clearly as you can. Okay, for my single Virgos, let your friends help you. Okay, the card that's popped out for you guys is to give your relationship a chance. So what I'm going to say, because we're dealing with, we're dealing with single Virgos, there's somebody that you've been getting to know, and you're a little bit dubious, you're a little bit cautious about whether or not you should actually let them see into your soul, let them into your personal space within yourself. You've been having your guards up, you've been having your barricade up, and now you're actually at a place where during the month of September, it seems as though, as difficult as it may be for you to let them see you, it does seem as though you are, with the advice of great friends, of a great unit behind you, you are sort of letting them in bit by bit. And it does seem as though, I can feel that opening as well, actually, in the heart chakra. It feels as though you're finally letting this person see you as you are, as you get to know each other on a deeper level of yourselves. And it seems as though, that barricade that you had around your heart chakra, that ice fence, if you will, that's kind of being melted away, and this person has really sort of hit home for you. They've really hit a nice special connection with you, which is great stuff. Awesome stuff, guys. What is the divine guidance for my Virgos in situationships for the month of September, Spirit? What do they need to know? Virgos in situationships for the month of September. What? Okay, thank you. Stay optimistic about your love life as well. So I just want to show you guys the cards that's popped out for you guys. Those of you that's been working on your situationship, it's really talking about the relationship sort of really being able to move forward with some level of commitment. I want to say this, it seems as though somebody's had a bit of commitment issues. It's kind of like they're a commitment phobe, and they weren't necessarily ready to commit just yet, but now they're at a place where they're open to discussing marriage, they're open to discussing a future with you, they're open to actually be able to maybe even create that timeline that already exists somewhere out there. It does feel like a soulmate connection, and it seems as though you guys are definitely going to be having really serious talks about your future, basically, in the month of September. So that is awesome, guys. That's not really a bad place to be with the situation. Right. What I'd say, leaving the space for you guys, I would say trust the situation and let it unfold naturally. This situation is calling for you to have faith. So with everything that you deal with throughout the month of September in terms of your romantic life, definitely, guys, do be sure to just allow trust to be your leading man in the process. Okay, I hope that was useful for you guys. I'm going to go ahead and switch over to the extended readings now for my single, taken, and Virgos in situationships, to just give us a full-on outline of the different energies that we'll be working with. So Virgos that are in situations or relationships with a fellow Virgo, just to see what those aspects and dynamics of the relationship will be like, because it's going to be different depending on what the different signs are also going through in terms of their own personal growth and evolution as individuals, because Spirit's here co-creating with everyone, and it's rightfully Spirit's decision, will, and intention to do so. Okay, I hope that you guys are able to utilize the information to make the best of this month. If you guys, again, would like to book a personal reading with me, information will be in the description box below. And if you guys would like to get access to the extended reading, check out the link in the description box where you'll be able to access my Patreon channel and select the relevant tier, guys. And that is all, folks. I shall see you guys in the next one. Until next time, beloveds. Sending you all my love, light, and positive intentions. Mwah. Ashe.
That's all, folks. Thanks for watching. Subscribe and hit the notification bell for more.